step out me? Who gon' step out me?
Every time I'ma step with the steppers, black and white beans looking like pepper. Flawless diamonds, yeah, I'm good under pressure. 400 racks tucked in the dresser. Blowing money fast like Big Meech. Thinking that they winning, big reach. They know I'm the best, I'm elite. I know when they hating is instinct.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step out me? Who gon' step out me?
Never leave the house without the pack.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Foster on second down, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown, but the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He gets it left side to Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Going up the middle, Foster. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Falcon defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, and early turnover. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Henry To'o got in there behind the line of scrimmage that time.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw, Vick. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
3rd and 4. Vick to throw it. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Foster. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now here's Vick.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal.
What a catch rate is that the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Foster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
1st down, Houston.
On a counter, it's Foster. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Toss right side. Foster. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Foster. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Stroud. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
When the team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Jones has it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Vick now. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Falcons at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is caught. Jones breaking from the contact. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A first down throw coming for Vick. This ball down the field for Pitts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier. Touchdown, Falcons! Tyler Algier, his first touchdown on the year. guys are able to extend their lead.
So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all? I think you earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what. And he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and a couple. Now a carry for Algier, headed right.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Play action now, Vic. He's got Smith here. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run here with Algier.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
It's a play fake. Now Vic. Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts
as the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
And now here is another interception.
And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. So here's Vic following the interception.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts.
And the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from a few steps. And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 29-yard line.
Algier now up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Algier will try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
4th down, Vic. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Stroud to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rip, and they get off the field.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And Sanders now to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Trap 60, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Vic readies to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first, they stick with Foster. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 126 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. They brought the house that time with a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Vic. This complete to Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Throwing, Vic. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Phillips now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
All Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Vick sets up the screen to Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Option play. Here's Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 14-yard line.
Algier going straight ahead. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On play action, Vick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. They're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for gold.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Texans 1st down.
Stroud off the play fake. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
Now Foster running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the return will stop right around the 25. Vic's going to change the play. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Vic. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Now a 2nd down throw for Vic. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Christian Harris there, finding his way home to record the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And now here's another interception. I'm going to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run. Have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be